This morning, we are going to be watching a movie, a documentary on tuberculosis, also called The Forgotten Plague. Until recently, less than 100 years ago, had a very dramatic effect on American life. So that movie and that quiz is a bunch of easy points. We're going to have 13 questions. I expect you to get 11 correct over the next class and a half. However, if you are missing assignments, you should be working on those assignments instead of the movie. So what assignments could we be missing? So the contamination lab, a lot of you finished yesterday, but if you didn't finish, that could be finished. Other things that are due. Last Thursday, we had a writing on antibiotic resistance. So that writing is in Gimkit ink. If you don't put it in this ink link, if you don't open it up in that link, I'm not going to know where to look for it. So that writing and that video should help. That's due today. Also due today was Friday's Ed puzzle. There's a lot of zeros in there right now on fever. So why do we get a fever? Again, in Ed puzzle, there's a different join code for each class. So this join code is just for the one particular class period. But go to your class period Ed puzzle and join there, and you'll see the fever Ed puzzle. There was a little trouble. I won't do this in the future, but when there's more than one possible correct answer, it marks them wrong if you don't choose them both. And I had to go back in and manually give people credit if they got at least one of those correct answers. So the next time I do an Ed puzzle, there will only be one correct answer per question, because the way it grades, if there's two possible correct choices, I don't like. So that Ed puzzle's out there. So we have those three assignments: the contamination lab, the fever Ed puzzle, and the antibiotic resistance writing. If you haven't done those, you need to. A few of you still haven't done the chapter 27 terms, so that's sitting there as a zero. Moving forward, if there's a big slideshow project like a lab or book questions, those can be done late. They need to be done in slides if they are a part of slides. So I have some of you that are still not pressing the square. Also, terms can be done late. Any other thing like Ed puzzles or writings, if they're not done on time, I'm just putting in zeros. We're not going to have like months worth of old assignments to catch up on. For the movie quiz today, if you're doing it, and again, if you're hybrid and you don't Zoom, you should not do this. You cannot watch the movie if you're not Zooming. It's hard to find. It's a PBS American Experience movie on tuberculosis. You would press this link for movie quiz if you're in class or Zooming with me. And I have to turn it on because it's no longer accepting responses. That won't be a problem, but you'll pick your class period and you'll write your first name. I get your last name with your email address, and you'll start the quiz. You need to submit the quiz at the end of class, even though we won't be done, to save your responses. If you have questions about work to make up or what you should be doing, either Zoom or email. Tomorrow we will start, after we finish the last 15 minutes of the movie, the documentary, we will start the chapter 27 slides and questions. So I'm going to make that today. As I've always been doing, I'm going to reduce the number of questions I'm asking this year from previous years. If this year feels hard, it is, but I'm not asking you to do more. I'm asking you to do significantly less than I have in previous years because this year is hard. So keep plugging away. We're all trying our best. And as long as you are trying, I am happy.